Hey folks, I got a complete steak dinner coming up for you right now. Hey everybody, I'm Kevin with Holy Grail BBQ, where I teach you to cook like the pros with the latest equipment and techniques. So if you haven't already subscribed, I invite you to subscribe down below. Tonight I got something special for you. We're gonna put together episode 1 and episode 2 of the steak series. If you haven't seen that series yet, I'm gonna link it in the card above. All right, let's get cooking. I've got 2 petite fillets here, and we're gonna season these just like we did in the perfect steak recipe. Liberal amounts of salt. What I'm gonna do here different, for one of them, I'm gonna do some pepper crust on it, and I'll show you how to do that in a moment. Let's get to prepping the steaks. Like we did before, liberal amounts of salt for the dry salt cure. And if you missed it, this is what is going to tenderize the steaks and bring out the nice beefy flavor. And we're going to do both sides. Now over to my right, I've got the Weber kettle going, 22-inch Weber kettle. It's the premium edition. It's the same grill that you see in all of my cooks. I'll make sure there's links down below. So now we're gonna set these steaks aside for about 30 minutes, let the salt do the magic. To go along with these steaks, we're gonna do some mashed sweet potatoes and some asparagus on the grill. So first thing I do, I take the ends off. Now I do like to leave the skins on mashed potatoes. So we're gonna do that. Gives it a little bit of a rustic flavor, and I like it. We're gonna chop these into about 1/2-inch square pieces just to help cook. Just a rough chop. And we'll get these into a bowl of salted water. Now this pot is about half filled with water. You just want to make sure that you cover the sweet potatoes by at least 1 inch and make sure the water's salted. And we'll set those to boil until they get soft. Next up, we're gonna trim the woody ends off of the asparagus. So we're gonna put it in our dish here and give it a nice light coating of olive oil. And a little bit of salt. And a little bit of pepper. Give it a quick roll in the oil just to make sure it's evenly coated. Then we'll get that on the grill. Also, we're gonna slice up some fresh chives here. All right, next up, let's make the pepper crust. So I've got here some tri-colored peppercorns that I'm going to put into this mortar and pestle. And I'm just going to break them up. You know, doing it this way gives it a nice rustic feel also. You can use a pepper grinder. This gives it a little better crust on the grill, if you ask me. And there we go. Nice lightly broken up. So the steaks have been salt curing for about 30 minutes now. And you can see the color has darkened up quite a bit. And it's very, very tender. We're gonna go inside, give these a quick rinse to get the excess salt off of them. Then we're gonna prep them for their final destination on the grill. All right, as you can see, these steaks are looking gorgeous. So let's do the final preparations before they head to the grill. First thing I'm gonna do is just a light coat of some avocado oil. We are done with salt at this point in time. No more salt needed for these. For one of these steaks, I'm just doing salt and pepper. My daughter doesn't like the pepper crusted. However, for this one, we're gonna give it a nice, ample amount of pepper on there. Pat it down. And same on this side. Pat it down just to make sure it sticks. Let's get them on the grill. Okay, so just like I've taught before, we're going to do the reverse sear. And that means hot side of the grill is over there, cool side is over here. We're going to let these come up to temp using the cool side of the grill first. Question of the day, what are your favorite side items to pair with a steak? Let me know down in the comments below. So the sweet potatoes are done. I went inside, drained them, put them in this bowl, and we're going to add to it a tablespoon of sour cream, just a few of the chives, and 1 tablespoon of our softened butter. Using a potato masher, gorgeous. Let's get them plated up. So we got the mashed sweet potatoes done. The steaks are now resting. And now let's make our softened butter with fresh chives. Just a few of the chives. We don't want to overpower it. And definitely to that, you want to add salt and some pepper. Now when we're ready to serve and the steaks are still warm, just like in episode 2, we're going to add this right on top of the steak, a nice pretty dollop. Going to make it look gorgeous. So there you have it, folks. Pepper crusted tenderloin mashed sweet potatoes, and grilled asparagus, topping the steak with the chive butter sauce. If you haven't already, I invite you to subscribe down below and tap that bell icon so that you're sure to get every video as soon as I release it. So there you go, folks. We tied episodes 1 and 2 together and made a complete meal. But don't worry, this steak series isn't over. I got plenty more tricks up my sleeve. I'll see you next time, folks. Thanks for watching.